Recently, I was able to onboard 7-day Mexican cruise on Norwegian Joy Cruise ship. We had a great time. In this video, I want to show some tips if you are traveling for the first time on Norwegian Joy Cruise ship. Let's do this. Norwegian Joy Cruise ship is one of the mega cruise ships that could hold almost 3,800 people. It was built in 2017. Some of the highlights includes some great restaurants. It has onboard go-kart and some great entertainment. So we departed from San Pedro Port in Los Angeles. The ship departed around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but we got there around noon. But it was still very packed. We had to wait in line for a very long time. So the tip number one, come early as you can. It's better to go in early and then chill out in the ship than standing in line all afternoon. If you have a lot of luggage, so you have to check in. For me, I'm just gonna bring mine in because I don't have too many stuff. But if you check in, you gotta tip the guy a couple bucks. Tip number two, when you first onboard the ship, stay away from the buffet because buffet is very crowded and you can't really find a seat because everyone is going to the buffet. But if you could find the sit-down restaurant, it's not that busy and you could find a seat really quickly and it's not that crowded. First thing you should do when you get on board is to make reservation of all the shows because Norwegian is known for good shows. Plan your trip early and figure out what shows you're gonna watch. Also, if you have a specialty dining is a dining that you have to pay separately. Also, you need to also make a reservation for that. And if you are going to do go-kart, make sure you make the reservation for that. We were able to stay at room 5120. It's a window cabin and it's very spacious. There are plenty of storage room here and a pretty spacious bathroom. Be sure to utilize the space underneath that bed where you could put your luggage there. There's enough outlet in the room, so you don't have to bring any power strips there. The room also has a few European outlets, so if you could buy a European converter, you can actually use that for additional power outlet. You could buy it from Amazon, and you could use that to plug it in. Now you have 4 outlets. Okay, we also got this extension plug, 2 outlet plug with the USB. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plugs you can use, and then a couple more USBs. So for bathroom, there's only 1 outlet, which is on the way at top, and this outlet is not that great. It's one of those outlets that does both European and American outlet. So the best way to handle this is buying a European converter like this, right? And then you could use outlet easily with all the different outlet types. Next to the door, there's a power cutoff slot. When you enter the room, you're supposed to put your key card there, and when you leave the room, you're supposed to take the key card out. But I just put this dummy key card there the whole time. There's a few things you might want to consider bringing to the cruise ship. First thing is little neck lanyard. You could put your key card in there. So this is what the key card looks like. This one basically is a room key plus the credit card, all combined into one thing. So you have to bring this everywhere you go. So best way to carry this thing around is something with a pocket, wear it around your neck like this. This is a great thing to bring to the cruise ship, but if you want to buy something like this, it's very expensive there, like around $10 or something. You could get it really cheaper outside the cruise ship. Also, something like this is really helpful. You could put your stuff in here, your passport and all that things in the pocket, and you can always wear it around your neck. Like this, something like this is also very useful. It's a little pocket, little thing that you wear on your neck, and on the back, there's a little plastic little thing there. You could put your key card there. You could wear it on your neck like this. So another thing you want to bring to the cruise ship is there's something big cup like this with the lid on it. The water, tea, and coffee, and it's free in the cruise ship, so you can always put it in here. If you want to buy something like this, it's pretty expensive, so it's good to bring something cheap like this. The food is included with the ticket price, but there aren't too many choices available. Basically, there's a buffet and then there's a 2 sit-down restaurants. There are other many restaurants in the cruise ship, but they're not free. You have to pay separately. They're called specialty restaurants. And some of these specialty restaurants need to make reservation. If you want to save some money, just stick to the free restaurant. Unfortunately, there's no 24-hour restaurants on board, but they do have a late night restaurants, and that's one of the favorite restaurants we go to. They have very limited menu, but it's very good food. There are a lot of fun activities to do in the cruise ship, but not everything is free. Some of them you have to pay separately. If you're a smoker, there are a very limited smoking area. Definitely you cannot smoke on your balcony if you have one. If you smoke cigar, there's inside cigar lounge, but it's pretty small, and the main smoking area is in the back of the ship on the corner. Take advantage of Observation Lounge. Observation Lounge is a big lounge area in front of the ship where there's a lot of comfortable couches and great view of the front of the ship, and it's got snack bars and drinks. Bars and Starbucks too. So every morning you will get this daily activity sheets. So make sure you take a look at this daily activity sheets every day and figure out what you want to do, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on in the ship every single day. Also, they have a Norwegian app you could install on your phone that you could take a look at, where you have all the activities listed there. It's very helpful. In terms of excursion, make sure you plan out your excursion early as possible and book it early as possible. If you book your excursion through your cruise ship, it's a bit expensive, but it's guaranteed that they will bring you back on time so you don't miss the boat. But you can always have option to get a smaller excursion at the shoreline. Still, it's safe enough to book it there, and it's a little bit cheaper. And if you are going to a different country, it's always good to bring their local money and exchange your money before you go to the cruise ship. The worst place to exchange your money is at the airport or at the cruise ship. Also, you could use your credit card, and that has a pretty good exchange rate there. Also, in terms of tips, there will be $15 tips automatically charged every single day, but not too many people know that you could actually waive that automatic $15 tips, and you could just pay on your own using your cash. You'd go to the front desk, and then you could have them waive the automatic $15 tip. So we just gave our room service guy some cash tips on third day of the trip. We gave them about $10 each per person, so about $30 for 3 of us. So, you know, you'd help them to be better server rest of the week. Norwegian disembarking is very not organized. People start line up early in the morning, and it takes a really long time to get out of the ship. Our tip is to not to expect to get out of the ship early. So go get yourself something to eat, and then I would just relax. There's no point of standing in line all day.